But what is important is when you went into this awareness state, then it transforms into the oneness nature, which is specific phenomenal awareness first. Then when the center diminish, then you completely silent and still, then the oneness nature actually can arise. Then when the oneness nature arise, that nature is different again. That's why you have to allow it to move, to manifest. Then within that nature, you will understand. That's why the understanding come after you come out of it. When you are inside there, you cannot analyze or do anything. You only experience through the whole thing. Means that nature will go through. Then that nature will have that ability. That's why that nature is not a being. It's something that is way beyond. We call it a nature. It is like your true nature, your self nature, all the different names. Then there is this original nature. From there, it surfaces. Then when you have the condition to actually move into it, after your transformation of awareness, I call it, not consciousness alone, the transformation of awareness that will make your consciousness very fine, very, very fine. Then that one, its movement is different again. Unless you locate the gateway and go in, you cannot experience all this. Now, all this that I describing to you is from the gateway beyond. After you able to locate the gateway, then you are able to go in and allow the nature to actually make its movement, means the trust, that it will transform. It will open up a lot of the physical nadis. They call it the chakras, the nadis and all those things. Then when this one transform, the vibration become more and more fine. Then it will support that type of consciousness. Otherwise, it cannot support that type of fine consciousness, very fine. Then from there, the awareness nature has the ability to move and to develop further understanding for the form and mind that has the ability to go through the gateway to experience all this. It's like you explore a totally new field. We call it the awareness field. The awareness is different from consciousness. Consciousness is still at the what they call at the boundary of the awareness. So once the awareness come out, this is the first thing that come out from the nature or the source. Then the pure awareness, or what we call the awareness nature, from there it creates consciousness. So consciousness, once it come out, then through the whatever views, opinion, and conditioning from memory, then the content of consciousness went in, then the mundane mind, all this creation, the phenomenal will all come about. But what you need to understand is to see that they are very near. Then when the pure awareness, which is the first thing to come out, then after that, we have the pure consciousness, the pure seeing. Like the Buddha said, in the seeing, there is only the seeing consciousness, the hearing. So without its content. So pure consciousness without its content is something that cultivator must have the ability to be in. It's just like in the seeing, it's just the seeing consciousness. Means just the consciousness, like the physics experiment, the light bulb light up, then you become like conscious. No one to be conscious yet. The egoic mind hasn't come in yet. At that moment, you must have the ability to be with that. Then the egoic mind, the views, opinion, condition, and the stirring cannot go in. The content of consciousness cannot go in. That's why at the moment of pure perception, pure seeing, or the direct seeing. So all this, the cultivator who has the mindfulness, the stability of awareness, can go through those transformation process to develop this ability. So these are more important aspect of cultivation. Okay?
But I must say this,
Yeah.
the trust is so amazing, because
Yeah.
I did not do anything. The
Otherwise,
trust
you
is
cannot
very
progress
amazing,
the way you
Yes,
progress. Yeah,
yes,
because that trust is the one that allow the nature to move. Otherwise, you
yes, yes,
stagnate on. Because when you
yes.
start to think or curious or doubt, then people get stagnate, block. Oh, what
No,
is
no.
this? How come like that? Huh? Then
The
they are
trust,
trapped. Mm.
yes, the trust is amazing in the sense because everything is without resistance. It just move,
Yeah,
but it just manifest, and
that,
then
that
let you see
nature
so many
just
things.
manifest and
Yes,
move. And
yes,
it
correct.
will give rise to whatever transformation that is needed. And you must have the ability to actually connect and go through the gateway. The trust only come in after you have detected the gateway. Otherwise, you cannot do. But the
Yes,
trust is from that nature.
yes,
Then
yes.
only you do.
Yeah, I just feel that, Brother Theo, that the trust kind of leads everything then and move by itself, without any resistance, Brother Theo.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because
So
the inner transformation through the gateway is entirely by the true mind, the true nature, trust. You cannot interfere with the thought. You cannot interfere with external views, opinion, and condition. The moment that one come out, gone. You are not there already.
but Brother, all this does not exist, during that time, when this manifestation by the trust, right? There's
Definitely,
no interference of this mundane mind, nothing, it's just
definitely. That's what I
manifest.
said. You cannot do trust until you reach that nature within, until you have gone through the gateway. Otherwise, you cannot do. Otherwise, the thing will come and interfere. Because trust is what that nature is all about. You have to trust that nature to move on its own. And that nature is already intelligent by itself. Means that nature itself is already intelligent. That's why that nature will know what that form and mind need, what is required to be transformed. They know, and they will move. Then they will create this type of movement. I still remember how the thing melt inside, then how it activate all those things that need to be activated. My nature didn't do anything. It's just witnessing. That it just happen, keep on happening. That's why all the discussion I described to you is the outcome of it. What happened? Even the gas come out and all things is where I saw that pure energy. Once it melt through the gateway, it become pure energy. Then how it move and activate all those things. Then from there, how it transform my awareness, my consciousness, and all those things. That all this manifestation, it keep on happening, unending. Then the heart area, front and back, it starts to have its movement. A lot of things. That's why unless you go through that type of cultivation, you cannot understand all this. Even to locate the gateway is not easy. Not easy. And for your case, because of your faith and your past, you have the ability, which is something you should have gratitude and rejoice. Sadhu to you.
Yes,